Wow, that's loud. Okay, let's turn that down. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Tomb Raider 2013. We're a tiny little bit back. I believe I ended the last episode having killed this sucker, so let's ice him. And, yeah, welcome back! This is sort of a secret recording that no one can know about just yet. Well, where are you? You're all the way down there. No one can know about just yet. What a headshot. Because basically I'm going to complete the game, but I'm not uploading anything until I have it complete. And in this way, like when I start uploading them, there's not going to be like a break. There's not going to be like, oh yeah, he's doing Tomb Raider again, and then like there's a break. So yeah, like what day is it? It's currently it's coming up on November at the moment. If anybody remembers when I was last sick, it was at that point because I'm just coming off of being sick. But yes, so we are currently hunting for Alex. A recap for people who are not aware: we're looking for some tools to soup up a boat so that we can escape the island. Reyes thinks we can leave. Lara, however, realizes there's something worse going on and that the storms are not natural and we'll probably die if we try and leave. Alex went off alone to the Endurance, which is where we're currently sitting. The last episode was rather emotional because we got to sort of compare current Lara to how she was when this all started and how just messed up everything's become. But Alex came here looking for some tools, and now has seemed to have got himself into a spot of trouble because he's late to come back. Now, let me tell you guys to do one thing right now. We're doing this for some tools, some rather important tools, you think. There's a lot of metallic stuff around. Even back at our base, there's a lot of stuff we could feasibly use, right? So, whatever tools we're going for, they've been very non-specific. Whatever we're going for, though, it's got to be something important, right? Something, you know, just picture something in your mind, a set of tools that we are looking for, that Alex has risked his life to get. Okay? You got that in your mind, what you think these tools should be? Good. Okay, because there's a lot at stake over there.
God damn it, ow! Fuck!
Hey, Alex.
Lara, what are you doing here?
What's going on? Are you alright?
I'm pinned down in here. It doesn't look good.
No. Damn it, the door's blocked. Just hold on. I'm going to get you out of there.
Okay, just hurry.
Okay, so he's just down there. He's trapped under some stuff. Hopefully this won't all be in vain, however. Lara's already got a pretty bad track record for people dying when she's around them. We don't need that to happen anymore. This is one of the more interesting, like, vaguely difficult puzzles that Tomb Raider 2013 actually offers, like one of their physics puzzles. All we need to do is use our new bit of equipment that allows us to pull stuff, the Ascender. We're going to use it to move this crane around. Now, what we want to do is move it against this wall so that it will hook onto that and then we can pull it away.
I might be able to clear it.
And as Lara says, though, it's been blocked up there. The track's blocked and she needs to get up to make use of anything. So instead, what we're going to do is pull it this way. Wait, how do I even... That doesn't work. Okay, we're going to have to pull it back this way. See, the puzzle's not that difficult, but it will catch you out. Basically, because we got these riggings up on these rafters that it can only move along a set pattern. So you have to be careful about that. Right, how am I meant to... Oh, I remember. Okay. So our direction right now is a ladder way above me, can you see? And this thing's actually got ladders against it. So what we do is we grab it, we pull it down against this way, in this direction. Then you can jump against it. Sorry, I know I've just been moving it backwards and forwards. You can jump against it like so to move it in that direction. See, that's what confused me just now. Drop off. Put it over here as well. This reminds me a lot of one of those ice puzzles in the old Pokemon games where you can only slide in a certain direction and you've got to like try and hit the rocks in a certain way. And now if we jump against the ladder in such a way, it'll actually move us along and we can climb up.
Lara, I'm sorry for dragging you into this mess. I don't know what I was thinking. Coming out here. Thought I could be the star of my own goddamn action movie. Guess it doesn't always work out like that, huh? Oh, God. Lara, I'm in bad shape.
Don't worry. See, I feel kind of bad for this guy because, yeah, he was. If you remember last episode, we found out he was just trying to impress her as well. So this really isn't going well. This feels like exactly the kind of thing that would happen to me. You'd go out to try and impress a girl, and she ends up being the one to save you.
Alex! Alex! Oh, God. I've got to get in there. Alex! I'll have you out of there. All right. Now to clear the way.
despite all of this dialogue, there's actually no rush here, so don't worry. So now it's back in its original position, and this time there's nothing blocking it. So, I mean, I think this is so creatively designed. It's such an odd concept for a puzzle, and I wonder where it really started. What was the original idea of how this puzzle would work? But anyway, we grab that, and by whatever magic, it just pulls the door off. Well, latches onto the door. I'm guessing there's some kind of magnetism there. That's our explanation for this. And we're going to use the ascender to pull the machine back, explosively opening the way to Alex. Come on, lad. We'll get you out to safety.
You got the tool.
Finally, I impressed you.
Let's get you out of here.
God, God.
Oh, sorry.
Well, that looks like my dance career is over.
What are you doing? You'll kill us.
Making more mistakes.
I'm not gonna make it out of here, Laura. Take the tools.
Not without you.
How often does a guy like me get to be a hero?
Ladies and gentlemen, the tools. What is this? These are the tools, okay? This is a wrench and what looks to be a screwdriver. How ridiculous is this? Like, in this world where there are wreckages and just crazy scrap metal and stuff everywhere, how pointless is all of this? Like, this is an emotional scene and whatever, right? All of this over just like a wrench? Seriously? Oh man, it was obviously like an afterthought or something they put in, but I just had to point this out to you guys. These are the tools. Wonderful, isn't it?
The others are counting on us. Go! Now!
I like that little bit because it looked like she was going to proper kiss him on the lips. You know, the guy is about to die. Who cares, right? But he seemed to, like, in a sort of a half humble way, turn his face away. It's kind of cool. Alright, and now we are in control. Running Simulator 2013. Falling Simulator, sorry, 2013. All we have to do here really is jump so that we latch onto this and then hold E to ascend. And, I mean, the fate of Alex is up to you guys, but judging from that, I wouldn't say he made it very far. Certainly, he will not appear again in the game. And it's sort of sad. I guess we kind of see it coming, but it's not overdone at this point in the game, I feel like. You know, a lot of people have died around her. But they really play into that, and I don't think it's overdone. This was her room as well, I think. It's one of those moments as well that makes you appreciate we're a survivor. The other people aren't necessarily. So that's Roth gone. That's Grim gone. Wasn't someone else gone as well? And now, unfortunately, our dear friend Alex is gone. The first truly young person to bite the dust. And our group becomes one smaller. Now, the game has to be careful at this point. If too many more people die, that's when I start getting quite pessimistic about things. And think, oh, it's so obvious. Oh, it's just one of those stupid things where everyone dies. What's that film where they're, like, inside an upside-down ship, and they've got a group of people with them, and just everyone dies? That's just the film. Everyone dies, except, like, one kid at the end, I think. And it, like, ends the climax, like, there's a fat woman who happens to swim really well, and she swims and she lets these people through a chamber, but then she has a heart attack on the other side, and just everybody dies in that film. You know, I think there is a point where it's like, it's not so interesting. Anyway, we're back out here. Our goal now is to get back to the others with the great news of the tools. But also, you know, to tell them, sadly, that Alex died, and basically for nothing. So what we're going to do is use the ascender actually to pull this down. Do you remember I pointed this out? That's actually going to smash through the floor and allow us to get back into that building, which otherwise we couldn't have done. I, however, past me was kind of stupid, somehow left a GPS cache right here. I've got no idea, guys. And I also left a pickup on the top of the building too. Now, I appreciate that when I came through here, I was sort of rushing a little bit because I was telling myself, look, I have to come back. I can't get everything right now anyway. But still, like, that's such an obvious thing on the roof, which I'm going to have to cut to get because it'll be annoying to have to wait and show you guys. So anyway, we'll have a quick look at this campfire to make sure we don't miss any dialogue. You know, she's sad that her lover's dead. Nope, she's not. Her unwanted lover. We got some skill points and stuff. I'll do that later. Don't worry, guys. I'd rather just play a bit of the game to reacclimate to playing it. So we're actually going to drop down this new hole. And the game's going to automatically give us a document, which it doesn't often do.
Old logbooks.
Months of excavation has at last yielded new information concerning the weather patterns gripping this island. The tomb of an important general dating from the Kamakura period was discovered in our coastal dig site. This discovery is the missing piece of the puzzle. It will allow us to finally gain control of the storms.
Now, I've mentioned multiple times to this LP in the attempt to stop people from forgetting, don't forget the general is an important character. This guy said that if his queen were to die, his life would be forfeit. And actually, now it looks like some of the people that were living here, the people that set up this base, found the tomb of this general. This is actually going to be the next location that we go to. But before we go there, we have to speak to everyone in our group. And I'm also going to get 100% completion in not only this area, but the Shipwreck Beach hub area too. Now that we have the Ascender, we can get everywhere. Do you remember that? Yes, Lara, you need answers. Do you remember the tomb that I showed you guys that we can get into? The Ascender will give us access to that. So we can really get everywhere now, and we can afford 100% completion in both zones. So that is the current objective. But I do have a few small things to deal with here. First, involving... Actually, hold on. Let's be 100% sure that I can get that relic, which I believe is in this room, isn't it? No, it's in the next room across. Right. Ah, yes. So first we have to get in through this door here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually have to take us back up to the roof so that we can get that one GPS cache that was right up there. And crazily enough as well, like before... you guys are not going to believe the stuff that I've missed. Really, I'm such an idiot. But hey.
This is a Tempo Suho. Hard to read the date, but Japan made thousands of these in the mid-1800s.
So don't forget we were getting coins in this area. This is the 100 Mon coin. Nothing in particular that we can inspect, but it's a cool pickup anyway. And there's only one more coin that we need to get from the cliffside bunker, which is, as I say, in a pretty ridiculous area. We can burn this down too if we like. Not like that. Not like... There we go. Like that. But yeah, I'm going to cut it, guys. I will see you on the roof. It's going to be a wonderful trip. Alright, so yeah, on the roof, would you believe it? It's over here, just in this corner. I just didn't check at all. I know I was in a rush in some of these areas, particularly the other area of the Shipwreck Beach, of which I will forgive myself. But seriously, I mean, come on. Anyway, we're going to drop down. I believe that's everything in this area. You guys will notice, however, that in this corner of the room, so if we have a look at our map, right, there's two more pickups for us. There's one here and one here. And they both appear to be behind that room. And the way you get them is actually back out at the start here. So we have to crawl back through. And it's just in the most bland, obvious area of the level. Just somehow skipped. I mean, unless you could only get to it. Actually, perhaps I didn't skip it. Perhaps not, because this is the way we get back through. Last time we climbed up from over there, didn't we? Because we had to shimmy around the outside, the ledge. Yeah, and there was the barbed wire. No, so I didn't miss it. Okay, that's fine. So we actually get out into this plateau, which is a totally new area. And first we've got this.
Portuguese minted these in the 16th century for their colony in Malacca, Malaysia. This must have come from one of the old galleon wrecks.
I love the design of this old coin. It reminds me of like, the old stuff they used to dig up on Time Team too. Also, another interesting one where her spoken dialogue is different to the written. Their colony in Malacca, which is Malaysia today. Oh man, I'm not even that. I'm okay with geography, but I wish I knew like all the historical nations as well. Like I only recently learned that the Czech Republic, Bohemia, the nation of Bohemia, that became the Czech Republic. Like I didn't even fully know that until recently. Anyway, we got another treasure map over here. And it's sort of useless because we've already got everything from the zone. Except one final GPS cache. That's the stupid one that I missed. I knew there was a stupid one that I missed. The final GPS cache is right up here once we've swung our way back through. So here we get to see the beauty of the Ascender. It means, like, either direction these ropes, it's not a problem for us anymore. We can just swing around. And no, there's no reason to climb up that. We just drop down and the GPS cache is right there. So this is 100% for the cliffside bunker. Pretty easy area except for the challenge as I demonstrated last video, I believe was probably the challenge one. And now we can return back to the previous zone, but with the means to get to the tomb, which will give us the map that gives us the location of everything to find. So that's going to be our goal. Also, there's the matter of blowing up the mines in the water, which is annoying and difficult, but I'm going to try and keep my eyes out for it as best I can. But of course, we're actually returning from this area in the middle of the night, and you'll notice straight away there's new stuff for us to do. First of all, I missed this as I rushed past.
The Sun Queen grows old. Soon she will choose her successor. I fear it will be me. I am now her favorite. She dotes on me, calls me her precious first daughter. Like a doll, she always keeps me close to her, brushing my hair, dressing me in her favorite clothes. It unsettles me beyond words, but more disturbing, she constantly gazes upon my features as if she's looking at her own reflection.
Very scary, ominous stuff. Remember, this is not the first note we've had from Hoshi. This was the young woman from that was hoping to bring prestige and glory to her family, because right now she was Hoshi, son of Himiko or whatever, and soon she would be Hoshi, son, did I say son? Hoshi, daughter of the queen, the Sun Queen. She's a recurring character, and there are these mysteries behind the Sun Queen that if you read between the lines here, which I'm not going to do for you because I don't want to reveal it too early, you can see exactly what they are. More disturbing, she constantly gazes upon my features as if she's looking at her own reflection. Scary stuff. She's already talked to us in these notes about how she was scared. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, we're back at the Shipwreck Beach, nice in the middle of the night. We do actually have this over here. On my test play, which I did before running through here, I did not actually explore through this. So this could be interesting to have a look at. Maybe it's just a couple of pickups that would be worthwhile collecting while I'm here. Or did I? Because you can go up that, you can use that to climb up the ascender. Interesting. Also, obviously, keep an eye out in the waters and on the beaches here, because there are mines about. But I think we just might be completely out of luck. We might find we get 100% on this area, except for mines, and then I'll like edit in at the end of the video where all the mines are, and like go away and consult a sodding video guide or something to be 100% sure. But yeah, okay, so I did come through here on my test play. I don't know why I forgot that I did. We're going to use this to ascend, and there's going to be some enemies at the top.
Get your shit together. We have 10. That place is a fucking hole. Yeah, maybe the perfect place for some escaped prisoners to hide out. If they went there, they're probably already dead.
So, these guys have been ordered to go somewhere to a death trap, thinking that maybe we're hiding there. Which is hilarious, because in plain sight, you can see our campfire off in the distance there. You can see the tarpaulin. You can see everywhere that we're hiding, because this game's got such great draw distance. You can see it! And these guys are here like, oh, maybe the prisoners are hiding out? Ridiculous. You can even see the location of the place we're going to go. And it turns out, you know, the general's tomb? Well, that's where they're talking about. Very cool. Right, so what we're going to do, though, is eliminate these suckers. First, by stabbing this guy in the back with the axe. I do wish there'd be some different animations here. And then we're going to hide around here. Now, you're going to be tempted here to headshot them because, obviously, you could kill the one on the far side and the one closer. But maybe it's only in hard mode, which I am still playing on, or it's just... always they actually have helmets, which means they can survive the first shot. On my test play, therefore, I had a big fight. This time, I'm going to actually try and just get up behind all of them and just axe them all. Who do I kill first, though? That's the question. They're both sort of equally stood apart from one another. Oh my god, their animations, their idle animations are scary. We'll kill him. Oh no, he's seen me! Should I just melee him? Over the edge you go. Oh, that was amazing. That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. I only get one body to loot, sadly. But hey, okay. Oh, that was so cool. Alright. So that's one way to deal with those suckers. Man, I love the way that this game does difficulty. Like, because if they see you, they will shoot you and kill you in, like, less than a second. You guys have all seen the volleys. Now, here's something else awesome as well. Oh, my map just updated. Here's something else awesome. Let me just scout for mines, maybe out in the distance. Yeah, look, there's one there. There's a mine right over there. I'm not going to be able to shoot that from this distance, though, am I? Remember where that is, guys. It's all the way... It's all the way down in the waters there. Alright, one other thing I mentioned. These ropes I told you guys to take note of them. Well, what's very cool about the way these ropes are designed is you wouldn't see, but on your way back, you can actually slide all of them all the way back to where you started within the blink of an eye. Like, if I wasn't stopping to talk to you guys, we could have got from the cliffside bunker all the way home in just a matter of seconds. It's very cool. Look at this. And I love the design, and I love that you can always, even before this part of the game, look across and see that there is this viable route back. You know, it's not some convenient, random, gimmicky thing that is just given an excuse for you to fast travel back, right? Like most games would give you. This was something that was always there. How cool is that? And you can follow with your eyes all the way back to where we were. Anyway, we're now at the camp. We're going to have a few cutscenes. Obviously, put on your sad faces because Alex did not make it back.
Laura!
When we heard the explosion, we thought...
Alex. He was still on the ship.
Seems anyone caught with you has a pretty low survival rate.
Reyes,
Better keep your distance then.
let's just eat, okay? Those bastards went quiet, but it doesn't mean they're gonna stay that way. If I'm going to die in this place, I'm not gonna do it hungry. Save a man's stomach, save his soul.
Finally, a little positivity. Once Reyes finishes the boat, we'll be back to civilization in no time. And what a tale we'll have to tell.
A tale? I hope I never hear Himiko's name again.
We can take the boat out at high tide.
No, we can't.
Don't start that bullshit again, Lara.
Lara isn't the only one who thinks we're trapped, Reyes. Matthias may be insane, but he was certain about it. I saw it in his eyes.
He thinks resurrecting Himiko is the key to getting off this island.
God, it sounds crazy. This whole place is crazy.
These storms aren't natural. We have to face that.
She's right. When that storm hit the Endurance, I felt it. Something dark, something alive. This place is cursed.
Where are you going?
There are ruins beneath that old base in the cliffs. Something in there led them to believe they could control the storms. I've got to find out what they discovered.
Once we're ready to leave, we're leaving. Whether you're back or not.
I won't leave without you.
She's still being cold, I'll give you that. Some people might be, you know, a bit turned off of Reyes at the moment, but I think she is one of the greatest characters in this game. I can totally understand where she's coming from. Lara just keeps pissing off doing her own thing and getting people killed as far as Reyes knows. And I think, you know, it's really important to remember that, her perspective. And I think she's been one of the smartest people there. She personally hasn't seen too much to make her believe in the supernatural. And we, of course, as players are more likely to, because this is a part of a franchise where that's such a normal thing. But Reyes, no, I can totally see where she's coming from. We also get to partake in a few potato moments here, so let's proceed.
I'm going to keep watch here. Reyes is working on the engine, and the others are getting some rest.
Are you going to stay up all night?
Whitman will take watch a bit later. You still don't trust him, do you?
No, and neither should you. Be careful while I'm gone. Keep a close eye on him.
Of course, there is the matter of Whitman too. Oh, sorry, not quite the potato moment yet.
I hope you find whatever you're looking for up there, Lara.
So do I. Awesome. Yeah, like Whitman, I mean, there wasn't too much in that cutscene that really dived into, you know, how untrusting Lara is, but I think that's quite nice, because a lot of the time it would be quite subtle.
So, you have what you need?
Yeah, as soon as I get this part fixed, we'll just need to do some cleaning on the valves. You staying?
No, I'm going to check out that old base in the cliffs.
Well, you better go then. We aren't going to wait for you, Lara. I don't have time to talk. Gotta fix this damn thing.
Okay, yeah, sure. We already know you're not going to wait, and I'm totally okay with that. Whitman, you alright?
Sam's been through so much. I'm just going to watch over her, you know, make sure she gets some sleep.
There's actually an animation of her falling asleep if you come here first, but, yeah, we're not missing much.
Good luck exploring that old base, Lara. I wish I could go with you.
Yeah, Von Croy?
Who knows what secrets you'll uncover.
Von Croy, you're my wingman. You should always be in the temples. You were there at the first temple. Well, second.
Best if we don't talk now.
Alright, whatever. I've got my eye on you. You're drinking from a mug that has no liquid in it. Got my eye on you. And like, that's it. There's no one else to talk to. How sad is that? Everyone's like just disappearing. So very sad. Okay, so the game will now tell us that we want to go over this way, right? We're actually going to climb up that rigging over there, go way up into those cliffs and beyond. To probably... the thing is, I don't know how many times I've said it in this LP, but that is one of my favourite chapters up there. I love that chapter. It's so cool. It's a very scary chapter. It's got a cool design and interesting premise behind it. It's an interesting place. But for the rest of this video, however, I'm actually going to be finishing the shipwreck beach before we head over there. The way we're going to do that is, now that we've got the Ascender, we can, and it's curious that it's called the Ascender, even though a lot of the time it's used to break stuff, we can get into this tomb, which we've long known about, but haven't actually had access to. So we can use this to break our way in, and the answer is not explosives like on the shotgun, as we may have first, on the machine gun, as we may have first believed, but it's just come in here. We're actually full on ammo, and we can crawl in. So this tomb will give us numerous things. On my test play, it gave me a new upgrade to my pistol. It gave me a map of the area. It gave me a butt ton of experience. That said, I'm actually going to go to the camp in here as well, just to take us through a few upgrades and skill improvements I can make before we tackle the place itself. I think the camp's just through here. So we're going to jump up here. I don't actually know what happens if we fall in these rapids either. Whether it would kill you, it'd be a very odd way to kill a player, like in one of these random areas. But yeah, so we're actually going to come through here. And there should be a camp. Hope you guys are doing good, by the way. And hopefully the fact that I am now playing is a sign that this series will be coming to its conclusion. I predict if I finish Shipwreck Beach here, I do that next chapter in the next video. That leaves one final chapter of the game. We're looking at 3 videos, maybe 4, including this one. And then we're sort of done. So, yeah. Campsite. Lara's journal.
If I'm going to get to the ritual chamber in that monastery, we need to fix that boat. I don't know how I'm going to convince the others to take it inland rather than off this island, but I have to find a way. Reyes won't be easy. She wants to get back to her daughter, and she's in pain over Roth. We all are. I still don't know exactly why Matthias wanted Sam in the first place, but it doesn't matter. She's back with us now. She's safe.
Yeah, being watched by Whitman. Yeah, I really like the way she says, she sort of reads Reyes. You know, these are smart women. They're not being stupid. They both probably understand why they're having these conflicts. And Lara's, you know, even going so far as to empathise with Reyes' situation herself, which is cool. And I think that helps the player too. Right, skill. Why do I become such a literary critic all the time? Jeez, I don't know. I just like explaining why I enjoy stuff. Skill points. We got 2 of them. We're actually pretty much done with everything. We can finally finish off our hunter upgrades and collect our shotgun expert, which is going to give us more experience and the option to finish stunned enemies with the shotgun. And we can actually start working on our brawler stuff, which we've got a couple more things to get. The one I'm most excited about, though, is dodge counter. After dodging an enemy, stab them in the knee with an arrow to cripple them and leave them vulnerable to a stunning blow, which is very cool. So we're going to master that too. As for upgrades, I mean, as ever, coming back to this game as well, it's kind of, it makes me realize anyway how little I like this UI. It seems very fiddly and annoying. I'm just going to work my way through, basically. Machine gun's got tons of stuff that we need to get, so we'll find a little upgrade for our grenades there, our grenades, and we can even get this barrel. I don't believe we have enough supply for anything else, though, so... And that is true. We will leave that there. However, we will get some more in just a second. This puzzle, I mean, it's just like all the other tombs. It's a physics-based puzzle that's marginally difficult, just a little bit of trial and error to figure out. I know it fully. So we're going to lift that up to release this little lighthouse thing in this fisherman's area that Lara just speculated on. And that's actually going to move, as long as we come up here quickly, that's going to move this pole along so we can jump up and climb up here. And in the same way, as long as we're quick... and we move this, the lighthouse will then swing into that too, and move this horizontal bar along, allowing us to once again jump up, jump very quickly again, and latch onto this far wall. And that is the end of this tomb. Very, very simple tomb.
They must use this place to store food.
And here's our chest. Ah. And we get a bunch of stuff. Skill point, which we're about to spend. An extra handgun part, as you read there. Wait, what? Are people shooting me? Did she just say, what are they doing here? And there were people in here. Really? Huh. So I've got my volume very low because I didn't want it to echo. But yeah, look, we've unlocked an entirely new pistol now. The final version of the pistol, as far as I remember. The Magnum. So we've got a bunch more upgrades we can spend on that. I do enjoy the pistol in this game, so I will spend some time souping that up in just a second. But we've also got another skill point. So this time, I'm going to get Dirty Tricks. Cleverly use dirt and rocks to blind your enemies and leave them vulnerable to your attacks. This basically just means if you scramble and press F, she'll do a little cool attack. So Shift F. But yeah, how much supply have we got? Salvage, sorry. 462. Can we do that? Use that to buy anything extra for the pistol? Well, it's only unlocked 2 more things. We can get a silencer or an ergonomic grip. Let's get the silencer. I do love the silencer. Most weapons will get a silencer, as I believe I've mentioned before when we were in the shanty town. So yeah, now we can toggle through our pistol, silenced or unsilenced, a bit like how the bow can have fire or no fire. I'm going to leave the silencer on for now. And the pistol, hopefully, therefore, will sort of just become the new bow. I like shooting people in the head in this game with the bow, like being like a huntress. But the pistol has, you know, I don't know, it's just, well, it's not got a wind up on the aim, has it? So it's a little bit more snappy to use. What the hell? No! Oh, no, I'm fine. Okay, so the water doesn't automatically cure you. There you go. Alright, and of course, the most important thing, sorry about the coughing, guys. Most important thing now is that we have the map. So, there's a bunch of stuff we can get on Shipwreck Beach. I'm actually going to adopt the editing style I mentioned a long time ago that I want to use, which is where we just cut from location to location to location, and should there be something significant to get there, I will leave that footage in. This way we don't have to watch me exploring a bunch of stuff I have already explored on screen. Though, to be fair, it is quite an expansive zone. So, let's just be methodical about this. There's a GPS cache, basically where we started, so let's go get it. It is a bit of a shame, I suppose, that I'm doing this at night time because of where the story is at the moment. Like, it's cooler here when it's during the day. Much cooler. It's much more pretty. We are on a beach after all, but hey, whatever. Alright, so we got GPS cache right here. Don't forget that waterfall's where we came down, all that rigging and stuff. There was a falling simulator section. So, yeah, this was one small thing that we missed, but hey, it's much easier to get it now. The document and GPS cache up here, I believe we get later once we're climbing up into the new area, the final section over here where this location is. I believe that's where we get those, but I will have a look right now to see whether we can get it early. Alright, so there's one, and then we jump to the second one over here, and then we should be able to grapple on up there. There, like so. Wow. Okay, good. And this will actually get us to these 2 collectibles. Cool little area. We don't see this too much in this game, you know, just small little puzzles. There's also this second challenge, which I completely forgot about, which is the grave digging one. How many of these have I already got on the footage? Oh, God, sorry about the camera there. 2 out of 5. Oh, that's not good. I need more of those. Definitely a lot more of those. 3 more, to be precise. Okay, that's fine, though. Right, alright, so now that we're up here... That doesn't even get us over the gap! Oh, jeez, okay. Unless there's something I can connect this rope to. Like, for example, this tree. No, there's nothing I can connect it to. Yeah, I think we get that stuff later, guys. That is something for later on. Alright, so the next GPS cache was actually on top of the bases we've been hanging around for ages. So that's pretty funny that I missed those. And there's another one under the dock too, just near here. So I'll show both of these back to back. Which again, actually, now that I see that on the map, I remember it existing. And there's also these cool little crabs. Look at these guys. They're so awesome looking. That was also cool because I felt like I should have taken full damage there, but because I fell on sand, it didn't give it to me. I'm sure that's not what actually happened, but still. Look at these little crabs. Cool little guys. I do like crabs. And now they're dead. Keep an eye out for mines as well while I'm here. I've found a mine as well, guys, on my way to the next pickup, which was just around about here on the map. So this was our camp. It's not too far away. It's just near where we originally ziplined across. I don't know how I missed that either, but hey, I did. So there we go. That's 6 out of the 10 mines. There is actually another mine here too. This could have been the one we were looking at earlier in the episode, just down there. And this is on our way to the next cache, which is just at the top of that wall. So I'll do you guys a favour and actually just keep going with the commentary here. We're going to climb up around this side. Do you remember I spent a long time here just sort of fiddling about? Or maybe I edited that out. I can't remember what I edited out. But there's... What way do I want to do? Do I want to scramble up that or jump and pickaxe? I'm going to try and jump and pickaxe. There we go. And yeah, just up here we've got our next GPS cache. There we go. And of course, just near this GPS cache is the thing that I was fiddling around with for so long at the top of that ladder. But I couldn't get up there for some reason last time, and I don't know why, because I remember being keenly aware there was something up here, but I just couldn't make my way to the top. It just wasn't letting me. And was it as simple as double jumping like that? Surely not. Ah, well, whatever. Okay, we got another GPS cache right at the top here. Brilliant. Maybe I just resigned myself to getting it later. Okay, so back towards this lighthouse area. If you remember, I was hanging out. There's actually a mine out in the waters to the right, just here. Which again, I've just seen with Survival Instincts. That puts us up to 8 out of 10 mines. And at the top of the lighthouse, there is a relic, which I missed. So we will climb to the top of the lighthouse, which is kind of annoying because it's just routed me back around here. But I'll see you guys in a sec. Okay, so what you're going to want to do, guys, is you climb to the top of the lighthouse. But instead of ziplining across at the top, you actually drop down a level and into an area just underneath. So it's not at the very top of the lighthouse, it's just one floor down below. Oh, that rip in her thigh there. Beautiful.
There's a picture of 2 girls. This wallet belonged to her father. The names on the picture, Millie and Coco. I found their toys. What happened to this poor family?
Yeah, so don't forget, this was the sad area with all of this information about this family. I also love the way that this wallet reacts with the light. Like, it looks really good for leather. The material just reflects the light perfectly. It's very, very cool. Yeah, and we never really do find out what happens to Millie and Coco, but we get an assortment of their stuff in this area. I believe that's the last one. Do you remember we had the toy terrain and also a stuffed bunny? But that's the last relic for this map. The next GPS cache is actually here. Wow, I totally stumbled my way into this. I wasn't looking for this. I was looking for one of the graves because I'm sure there's going to be more around here. Speaking of graves, and I end up finding a mine. So there's a mine in this location too. That's 9 out of the 10 mines. The last one is always the worst to find, but hey, maybe I'll get lucky this time. I'm sure there's going to be a grave in this area. There's got to be because I'm missing a lot of them. And on my first playthrough, the graves were not the difficult ones to find. It was the mines. Alright, well, the mines actually turned out to not be that difficult at all on this run through. The final mine, I don't even have to look these up online or anything, is just out in the waters there, kind of obscurely hidden. But you can just about spy it, and I don't know if this is the angle you're meant to spy it from. But there you go, that's the challenge complete for the mines. Still looking for 3 graves, however, and I will not give up on that hunt. And that's all of the GPS caches actually down on the bay too. The other ones are sort of higher up in the cliffs around where we sort of entered this region from at the start of this video. So, I will make my way back up to the top and see you guys when we're up there. Oh, well, no, hold on, I'd tell a lie. One of the GPS caches is right here. Wow, I'm almost 100% sure I didn't do that correctly, but there was one final GPS cache quite low down that I'm not sure how you're meant to get to this platform. So what I did was I just climbed around on the rocks next to it where you're clearly not meant to be jumping. But it worked, so, I mean, there's that. Alright, so the first one is just to the left after you've zip-lined over. Yeah, you're going to want to jump down onto this small sandy platform just here. I believe there should be a grave somewhere near here. This is like a huge section that I don't think I really paid much attention to on this Let's Play at all. It's basically like an area at the top of some waterfalls with some more of these pushable blocks. And there's not too much here. Like you can see from the map, there's not really much in the way of relics and stuff, but I'm sure there must be a grave. I will get back to you guys if there is. But in the event that there's not, I will catch you at the next thing. I'm a Bob. I'm not going to leave any of that in. What was I talking about there? Oh, what am I talking about? There is, in fact, a GPS cache just under here. So I keep saying one thing. This is very simple. This is very simple. All I have to do is say this is where the cache is and then cut to the next one. But no, I keep undermining myself and acting like I understand what's about to happen and then I clearly don't. Very curious. Ah, here we go. Here's one of the graves at the very least. I feel much more confident now. Because assuming that there's like one grave perhaps in the final section of the area leading to the next zone, we'll be okay. So look, now I've got 3 or 5. As long as I find one more on these cliffs, I'll be confident that I've not missed anything. We, of course, still do have a GPS cache miles above us that we need to get to in just a second, but I think I'll have one tiny little look around and then we'll progress up. Okay, so back up where we killed these guys before. There's actually a slightly lower ridge down. It's still quite high up and it still can't be accessed unless you use the ascender. But there is a ridge slightly lower down with a GPS cache hidden on it. And I'm hoping very much, because obviously the graves, just to be clear here, the graves aren't marked on the map. I'm hoping very much that there's a grave around here somewhere too. And the answer to that is no, apparently there is not. However, we found pretty much everything, everything in that half of the map anyway. The final 2 GPS caches and relic are on the ascent to the next zone, so that's what we're going to do now. And then we'll end the video just afterwards, so we'll just climb back along. And here we go. So, this is how we progress with the story. Hopefully, I might have even added an annotation to let people come to this area to just skip through. We've now got basically 100% completion everywhere on this map, except perhaps one grave that I may have missed in some, like, weird little location. Probably somewhere around this half of the map, actually. Oh, should I spend time searching around for this? It's probably a waste of time. There's probably nothing here. But this is, like, the one area that I haven't searched too closely. But anyway, oh yeah, there it is, there it is, there it is. Oh, I'm so happy. Good, right. So, I believe the last grave will be on our ascent here, but oh, I'm so happy that I just did that. So, we got one final cairn, grave, whatever. That was sort of in plain sight of where we originally started from. But now we've basically got 100% on this map, except a couple of small things which are actually waiting for us up at the top of this large lift. We can now get in through this door, which we couldn't do without the ascender before. And try and make our way up. So here, I believe we can try and call the lift, but it just breaks and falls. Which might seem useless, but it actually gives us a way up. So everything has a reason. Even if in video games, here's a rule for everyone. In video games, if it looks like you're destroying things and breaking everything around you, it's still worthwhile to do it because it's giving you progress in some way. Unless it's like just some kind of open world psychopath simulator, in which case you're just doing it for the fun of it. GTA. But yeah, we're gonna scale our way up this wall. Yeah, where we're headed to is the Tomb of the General, where that document was telling us that they had found something that could even let the people who had come to settle here control the weather themselves. It's not a very bizarre prospect, but hey. We've been seeing some pretty bizarre stuff on this island. Anyway, let me just have a quick snoop around here alone. This ship is friggin' awesome, by the way. I love how it's just so huge out there. Very, very cool. I'm sure there's going to be something to pick up on this island. There you go. Yes, there is. One of the 2 GPS caches remaining is here. There's also a big salvage box just here, which, if I get around to the right side, I can open up. Come on, Lara, give it your everything. Sweet, new weapon modification is available. I'm guessing that's the bow. That's the final bow part we may have just got. On this, gonna vault higher up on this. There we go, that's it. And then we'll climb onto the roof. And voila, one more GPS cache and a very handy way all the way back down to where everybody else is. Which actually, I guess, isn't that far in this situation, but hey. And now, finally, we can go over onto these platforms in the distance. Is that actually gonna work? It should work with one of them. Yeah, I thought you could. It's just really picky about the exact position that you can angle that. Right, so again, we can use the ascender. Can you imagine going back to the mountain village now with all those ropes and things? Oh, it just becomes such a playground. So amazing. I'd love it. And this, of course, is just off in the distance from where we were hanging around with the water earlier. See, I knew, but getting into that puzzle, I knew that, like, it would be fruitless because I remembered it being fruitless before on my original run through, but I didn't remember why. It wasn't entirely fruitless, we got one thing. But here, check it out. So we got a document here, the final document of the zone.
It is more than I could have hoped for. Of course, these islanders are absolutely insane. Those poor people from the Endurance, so tragic, but honestly, it adds to the drama. Not only is this the mythical land of Yamatai, but the shipwrecks and the modern-day cultist. It warrants at least 2 documentaries. Maybe even a series. Oh, Lord, this place is going to ignite the world's imagination, and I'm going to be right in the center of it all. Such a huge relief. All my chips were on this one number. I just need to be careful now. This situation could spin out of control on a dime. Once I have this Matthias fellow's ear, I can convince him that there's much to gain in cooperating. I mean, he can't honestly believe the things he preaches to these men, right? They're just lost and confused. I'll help to bring them all back to civilization. The sponsors, oh, the sponsors are going to line up for this exclusive. The story is huge.
So this document is fantastic. We really see the true colours of Whitman here. We always sort of guessed it, but, you know, it's right down there on paper. What a fantastic document. I remember when I first was playing this game, I had this overwhelming urge straight away. See, Lara says, Whitman has lost his mind. His obsession with fame and fortune has consumed him. I had an overwhelming sensation to just go back. Like, you can see him over there. Look, you can see Jonah there. You can see Whitman's, like, sat right there. You can basically fire arrows at him. I had this overwhelming feeling, just go back and keep your eye on him. But obviously you don't do that because you're Lara Croft and you want to progress on. Really, really coolly placed document. I really enjoyed that, and that was a really profound moment for me my first time. There's also the final GPS cache of the zone also here. And I would make something clear to you guys. We now have, except for this next zone, the research base, we have every single GPS cache in the game. Every single one, without fail. Let me just be sure about this. Yeah, because I already got 100% everywhere else, right? We now have all of them except in the research base. So, the research base is going to be really important. The next episode is going to be really cool because it's the final GPS caches. And when you get the final one, it like gives you the conclusion of the mystery of why these GPS caches are here. It's made clear several times that the GPS caches aren't necessarily a part of the Solari and they're not necessarily left by us. What is going on with them? Well, that's actually going to be answered very soon, and that's the main reason I desperately wanted, aside from the fact that's just sort of how I do my LPs, is one of the main reasons I wanted to do a 100% run of Tomb Raider 2013. Very, very cool. The last grave should be somewhere nearby. I kind of want to end the video on that, because that's a cool way to just be like, oh, little cliffhanger, but hey, we won't do that. We're going to actually swing all the way around this, and then climb up on the other side. And get out of the zone when we get out of the zone. I really do want the next grave to be up here, but hey, what more can you ask for? That's the last thing we need for 100% on this map too, but yeah. And of course we got more of these lift things. If you guys remember that, if you cast your minds back to that section of the game before we came to the shipwreck beach, where we were basically... Oh my god, Lara! Alright, that's it. I'm leaving that there. I will see you guys next time in the research base, because we're right next to it. See you next time, everybody. Wow.